Okay, let's dive into one of the most mind-bending ideas out there, the possibility that our reality, it's just one of countless parallel universes.
I mean, just think about that for a second. It's a pretty wild thought, right? That somewhere out there, another you exists who took that job you turned down. Or maybe another you lives in a world where history played out completely differently. It sounds like pure science fiction, I know. So let's actually unpack where this incredible idea comes from.
Really, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? We all have those what-if moments. You know the ones. What if you'd said yes instead of no? What if you'd chased that crazy passion instead of playing it safe? This very human question, well, that's our doorway into the multiverse.
All right, before we get into the heavy physics, let's try a quick thought experiment. Let's start with something a little closer to home, the paths you didn't take.
I want you to really do this with me. Pick one of those major turning points from your life, that moment you were standing at a crossroads and you had to make a choice. Just take a second. Got one?
Okay, now in your mind's eye, picture the version of you who made the opposite choice. What does their life look like right now? Who are they with? Where do they live? Really try to see it. Now hold on to that image, because what if that person isn't just a fantasy?
And this is where we jump from daydreaming to actual science, because that idea is rooted in some of the most advanced physics of our time. So the key scientific idea here is called the many worlds interpretation. It comes from quantum physics, the study of the super tiny stuff. It suggests that little particles can exist in multiple states at once. But the many worlds theory takes it a giant leap further. It proposes that every single possible outcome of any event actually happens. Each one just plays out in its own separate branching universe. So how does a universe split? Well, the idea is surprisingly straightforward. You start here, in a single reality. Then, a decision point occurs, maybe a choice you make or even just a random quantum event. And right at that point, reality branches off, literally creating a brand new universe for every possible outcome. That means there really could be another you out there, living with the consequences of that other choice.
But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The super modern, cutting-edge scientific idea, it's not entirely new. Humanity has been telling stories about parallel worlds for thousands of years.
And when you put these ideas side by side, the connection is just striking. What modern physics calls branching universes, ancient wisdom called infinite worlds or spirit realms. It's almost like both are trying to explain the same deep feeling we all have, that the reality we can see and touch isn't the whole story.
And you see this everywhere, for centuries, in cultures all over the globe. From ancient Indian texts describing countless universes to indigenous stories of worlds that exist just beyond our own perception, humans have always sensed that our reality might not be the only one out there.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are our most advanced scientific theories just rediscovering a truth that humanity has somehow sensed all along? That's a powerful thought to sit with.
So if the multiverse is an ancient idea, what's our modern spin on it? Let's pivot to a more technological theory that might just explain some of those strange little feelings we get in our daily lives.
Yeah, you heard that right. Some futurists and philosophers have proposed this pretty startling theory, that everything we see, everything we feel, our entire reality, is actually a massively complex computer simulation, kind of like a video game on a cosmic scale.
Now, if we are in a simulation, then those strange moments we can't quite explain might not just be tricks of the mind. You know that feeling of, wait, I've done this before. Déjà vu? It could actually be something more.
Just think about it for a second. A glitch in the system could be a brief moment where the code gets crossed, giving you a fleeting, tiny glimpse into the experience of an alternate you who's living in a parallel simulation, a hint of another one of your lives just bleeding into yours for a split second.
Okay, so we've gone through quantum physics, ancient myths, simulation theory. What does this all mean for us, for you and me, right here in this reality?
Well, ultimately, thinking about the paths we didn't take doesn't have to be about regret. Actually, it can do the opposite. It can give us this profound sense of perspective and even gratitude for the choices we did make and for the unique, one-of-a-kind reality they created.
And that's the beautiful paradox of it all. Out of literally infinite possibilities, your specific chain of choices led you right here, to this exact moment. In another universe, maybe you clicked away 5 minutes ago. But in this one, you stayed. And that's what gives our shared reality its meaning.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. If you had the chance, would you swap lives with that other you just for a day to see what it's really like? And maybe more importantly, why or why not? It's a question that brings us right back home to the value of the one unique life we're living right now. Thanks for exploring with me.